So my name's Sam Hearn. I'm 26 years old and I live in a housing commission area on the Mornington Peninsula, and I'm the director of an organisation called Surrender Australia. I was sort of on staff at New Peninsula Baptist Church and really being encouraged and supported to help us and other churches reach out and connect in our local community through schools. So many people in our communities now, so many young people and people of emerging generations are so far removed from church as we would understand it and talk about it. And to bridge that gap, to build pathways across that gulf, both of seeing the church go out and of seeing people be able to connect with Jesus, follow him and become part of Christian community. It really takes innovation, it takes pioneering thinking and pioneering practice. And there was some peers that I'd had who had a similar story and were connected with the church, and we were all involved in youth and a whole bunch of stuff at the church, but we're having these conversations about what can it look like for us to follow Jesus in a deeper way, for us to see his kingdom come in our local community with local people in a deeper way. After a year or so of talking, we really felt a call, three of us, to move into a house in this neighbourhood, which is a neighbourhood of about 3,000 or 4,000 people at the top end of the Mornington Peninsula, and it's a neighbourhood that's had a history of disadvantage and marginalisation. A lot of issues around domestic violence and drug abuse and generational poverty. We had to sort of steer away from the thinking of ministry and mission is something that just happens in certain program times that we put in our diary. We can't just do it on a Friday night or a Sunday morning, but ministry and mission and even worship and discipleship are things that are happening 24/7 as we're aware of the work of the Holy Spirit in our lives. We have to sort of open up our diaries and just completely fill it with space for us to be used for God and in the encounters that he brings up. We look to, rather than starting things ourselves all the time, we look to engage in things that are already going on in the neighbourhood. We look to be part of places where people are already engaging and gathering, but then we also ask, where are the gaps in this neighbourhood? So I guess it's a space where we've really, as younger Christians, been able to innovate and be fresh and not be blinkered into one way of doing things, but at the same time feel so closely connected to an ancient tradition and an ancient strength and an eternal message. And then in that space we see Jesus move, we see his love shared, we see hope come. We see people take steps towards him and his kingdom. And those people would probably never take those steps if we weren't close enough in their lives to help them see what those steps could look like. I'd really encourage younger leaders, younger Christian people who are asking questions, don't let those questions lead to a space of despair or a space of hopelessness or a space of giving it up and chucking in the towel, but let those questions, let the challenges you see actually stir you up to action. Let them be a challenge and an inspiration to do something that really matters and to do something that is fresh, to do something that is Spirit-led, to do something that actually meets the gaps that you're seeing or is an attempt to push in to the vacuums or the gulfs where you see a lack of Jesus, a lack of his message being shared, a lack of kingdom coming, where you see the hopelessness or the brokenness of this world and you feel a call that things should be made right in that. I'd really encourage the emerging generations of our churches to dream big and to dream differently and to ask the questions that raise up the next generation of leaders of God's family, of God's church in this country. I think we really need those people to emerge, and I think the future rests on the people who can ask those questions and live faithfully and passionately and sacrificially towards the answers that Jesus guides us in.